Here are the highlights from the final day of the Colgate Plax Girls Rio Pro. Quarterfinal action coming into the final day with Lakey Peterson taking on Sally Fitzgibbons. All about Sally getting the early start and taking the victory into the semifinals.
Quick start for Fitzgibbons and a strong finish. She easily wrapped this one up to earn her spot in the semifinals.
Brought something a little bit fresher, Fitzgibbons did, to the final day. Next heat was Carissa Moore, world #1, taking on Laura Enever. These little chippy right-handers allowed Carissa to display a couple little fin drifts, and she got the job done on her backhand as well.
Yeah, picked up where she left off on the previous day of competition. Carissa Moore, one of the standouts in these quarterfinals.
Quarter 3 was a rematch again of Tyler Wright and Malia Manuel. They've had some great battles, and it was a smaller on the inside, but Tyler showed how much power she could throw off the top, and she took a win and moved into the semifinals. Quarter 4 was a solid one with the rookie Bianca taking the lineup.
Yeah, Bianca looking really sharp. We've spoken a lot about her backhand, but today really flaring up on the front side.
Getting another good left, saw that little read off the top. She had Courtney Conlog in this heat. It was one of the most dangerous draws in the event. She rose to the occasion and moved on to the semifinals. Semifinal #1 was one of our greatest matchups, Sally Fitzgibbons versus Carissa Moore.
And these girls have battled it out for a world title before in the past, but in this particular semi-final, it was Sally Fitzgibbons moving on through with a string of beautiful maneuvers.
So methodical and graceful in that approach. She found the lefts were working for her in the quarters, continued to that strength in the semifinals, used priority well, and moved on to the final. Second semi was between Tyler Wright and Bianca Batendog, and Tyler put on a clinic.
Up until this point, the most dominant performance that we had seen from a competitor. A number of huge scores, a great barrel ride, and Tyler even throwing down an aerial in this semi-final clash.
She did just about anything you could just dream up, mentally surfing these waves with her. Powerful approach, aerial maneuvers, getting barreled, set up for a classic final with Sally Fitzgibbons coming in, making her third consecutive final in Rio, but it was Tyler Wright getting things started with another big slob grab.
Unbelievable performance from Tyler in this contest, and she left a little in the tank for the final. Sally Fitzgibbons, she fought valiantly, but I tell you what, Tyler just looked unstoppable.
Just a little bit more fresh. This was what Sally had been doing all morning long. It had been working for her. She got some decent numbers, but it wasn't enough when Tyler got going on her forehand here. Look how powerful and dynamic she is, closing out each and every maneuver.
You said it, Joe, a lot of power, and this was her biggest score of the final. Have a look at the flow from this young lady.
9.3 for that one. Two compact, powerful maneuvers, throwing some variety, but Sally tried to really mix it up on her backhand. Little late hit, got herself out in front, packaged together more maneuvers, but they're just preferring Tyler's majors combined with her progressive approach, and it was hard for Sally to make a comeback in this one.
A repeat of the first final of the year where we saw Tyler get the jump on Sally on the Gold Coast. I tell you what, both these girls well and truly in contention for the world title, and Tyler Wright, she's looking hard to stop.
8.5 for this one as she threw up 3 different turns on that smaller wave, hopped off on the inside, and the buzzer sounded, and she was victorious, getting her first win in Brazil, her second win on the season, and back to that world #1 spot.
That's right, and Sally Fitzgibbons, she bumps up in the 3rd spot. It's going to be a good race to the finish line.
Undisputed champ Tyler Wright of the Colgate Plax Girls Rio Pro for 2013.